The weight of unspoken truths can bend a soul until it cracks, and the echo of that fracture reverberates through every corner of your existence. To stand before the mirror and see not a reflection, but a shadow of who you once were, is a chilling confrontation with the self you've betrayed. The quietest moments are often the loudest, where the inner voice screams accusations that drown out every attempt at justification. Building a fortress of lies requires constant vigilance, and the fear of its collapse becomes a suffocating companion. The act of deception is a slow erosion, a gradual chipping away at the foundation of trust, leaving behind a barren landscape of regret. There's a haunting disconnect between the person you portray and the person you know yourself to be, a chasm that widens with each passing day. To witness the trust in another's eyes and to know you've shattered it is a burden that can feel unbearable. The desire to undo the past is a tormenting ache, a yearning for a rewind button that will never exist. The inner turmoil is a constant battle, a war between the desire for honesty and the fear of its consequences. The knowledge of causing pain becomes a heavy cloak, smothering any semblance of peace or contentment. Living with a double life creates an internal conflict that tears you apart, a constant battle between light and darkness. The silence that follows a transgression is deafening, filled with the unspoken words that hang heavy in the air. The realization that you've traded genuine connection for fleeting moments of deception is a stark and painful awakening. The burden of secrecy is a heavy weight, a constant reminder of the choices made and the paths diverged. To navigate life knowing you've compromised your own integrity is to walk on fractured ground, unsure of your footing. The guilt becomes a relentless shadow, following every step and tainting every experience. The internal struggle to reconcile actions with values is a painful journey of self-discovery, or rather self-destruction. The realization that your actions have ripple effects, impacting not only yourself but those you love, is a devastating truth. The longing for forgiveness is a constant undercurrent, a silent plea for redemption that may never be granted. The fear of exposure is a constant companion, a nagging anxiety that colors every interaction. The search for understanding becomes a desperate quest, a need to comprehend the motivations that led to such choices. The act of betrayal leaves a scar not only on the betrayed, but also on the betrayer, a mark that serves as a constant reminder. The internal dialogue is a relentless interrogation, a constant questioning of motives and justifications. To live with the knowledge of broken trust is to inhabit a world where every interaction is tinged with doubt. The weight of regret can become a crushing force, a burden that threatens to overwhelm the spirit. The desire for absolution is a deep-seated yearning, a hope for a chance to mend the shattered pieces. The act of deception creates a barrier, isolating the individual from genuine connection and intimacy. The internal conflict between the desire for honesty and the fear of consequences is a constant struggle. To live with the knowledge of causing irreparable harm is a heavy burden, a weight that never truly lifts. The realization that trust, once broken, may never fully be restored is a painful truth to confront. The journey of self-reflection becomes a path strewn with thorns, a painful exploration of the inner landscape. The silence that follows a betrayal is not empty, but filled with the echoes of unspoken pain and disappointment. The search for redemption is a long and arduous path, a journey that requires immense courage and self-awareness. The recognition of one's own capacity for deception is a humbling and unsettling revelation. The understanding that actions have consequences, both seen and unseen, is a profound and often painful lesson. The internal struggle to reconcile the past with the present is a constant battle, a fight for inner peace. To live with the weight of a secret is to carry a burden that grows heavier with each passing day. The desire to rewrite the past is a futile longing, a yearning for a second chance that may never come. The knowledge of having shattered another's trust is a wound that may never fully heal. The journey of self-forgiveness is a complex and often painful process, a path fraught with obstacles. The realization that true intimacy requires vulnerability and honesty is a hard-learned lesson. The act of betrayal creates a fracture in the soul, a division that requires immense effort to mend. The internal conflict between guilt and shame is a relentless torment, a battle waged in the depths of the psyche.